Is that a microwave beeping or is that our alarm? All the way of yesterday fell on me the moment I woke up. Grief, regret, loneliness. Blinked in the morning light, able to understand how the world could keep turning like this after such a tragedy. I sat up in bed, but couldn't seem to gather the energy to actually get up and get ready. Mind strained for answers. Answers to Noelle's death. Answers to my missing memories. I had to wonder, Noelle had died while I was at college. Would I have forgotten her death when I came home? Was I missing my memories from college just because nothing exciting happened, or was there more to it? Was I blocking something out? No, maybe I was just traumatized from Noelle's death. That didn't exactly make sense because my memories had been blurry the night of the festival too. And I think we just got a message. Jake, hey man, where we meeting? I know, park. I'm hungry. I get a feeling you're always hungry, dude. Diner then? You tell me like they're cooking up people and everything there, and that's why the meat's so good. Sounds good. I'll text Paige. See you at 10. Gotcha. I'm a little iffy talking about this stuff at the diner since my mum worked there, but it would have to do. But don't tell me like Jake's in on it too, and that's why he's wanting us to go there. God, I don't know. Didn't really matter where we talked in town. There's always someone around who can listen in. And that is a good point though. We just have to be careful. Sat down at my usual booth. Diner was empty, but just like I'd always remembered. Diner was pretty much the center of town. Didn't have any other restaurants here besides the coffee shop, if that counted. When you wanted to go eat out, this was your only option, unless you wanted to drive an hour and a half or down the mountains. It honestly feels like my town, where you only have like a couple of local restaurants, or otherwise if you want anything else you have to drive at least a good hour away. Funny how I could remember everything about home, just nothing from the past few months. Everyone was probably at home dealing with the loss of Noelle. Hey there, Gray. Long time no see, honey. How are you? Also, I got a message. Just give me 1 sec, Berta. It's from my mother. Hey, kiddo, I missed you leaving this morning. Hope you see this at some point. Hope to see you at some point this week. Cute. I'm fine. Yes, I think that's about as good as any of us can be today. You were always close to Noelle. I know the news must be extra hard on you. Yeah. Didn't really know what else to say to her. Didn't want to cry in public. Well, what can I get you to eat, sweetie? Can I have a coffee for now? Paige and Jake are on their way too. Sure thing. Be back in a jiffy. But she's kind of spry to be speeding off like that. Tells you it's got to get away from the awkwardness. Everyone in town would be affected by Noelle's death, but even in a town this small, not everyone would react so strongly. Maybe Berta did know her very well. Didn't seem too torn up about it. I mean, she's kind of old, so she's probably used to seeing and hearing about all sorts of people dying, so. And right on cue. Man, I I'm starving. Good morning, Gray. How are you feeling? Tired. Me too. Jake seemed to be struggling to maintain his usual upbeat demeanor through all this. Didn't doubt for a second that Jake was broken-hearted over Noelle, but he'd always bounced back from things so easily. But yeah, this is kind of a little different, you know. No matter what happened, he was always the optimistic one. Guess that him and Noelle go hand in hand, right? Good morning. Glad to see all of you together again. It's been a while. Good morning, Berta. We definitely missed having Gray here. We're glad to have him back right now, of all times. One coffee for you, Gray. What else can I get you to? A coffee, please. I'm not very hungry. I'll take an OJ, biggest omelette, and a piece of pie for each of us. On me, guys. I know you said you're not hungry, Paige, but we have a big day ahead of us. Need something in your system. Coming right up. But she's just gonna fade away this time instead of speed off to the side of the screen. Maybe don't tell everyone we're going to have a big day, Jake. Like Berta cares. He hears everything that happens in this town. But have you ever heard a peep out of her? She's the best secret keeper Stonyford has. She probably already knows what happened to Noelle. It's not something to joke about, Jake. How can you even be joking? I'm not joking. I'm just trying to keep the mood light so we don't all sink into despair. We'll go silent. I'd known these two my whole life. We had been best friends as long as I could remember. For some reason, though, it felt kind of awkward to be sitting here talking to them now. Like there was some unspoken distance between us that had never been there before. Maybe that's what the death of a friend could do. And put it back in. Okay, I've got everybody's drinks and pie. Thank you. Hey, but have you seen Noelle over recently? Well, I guess as much as usual. We get everybody in here. I know, I'm just trying to understand everything, you know. Oh, I know, sweetie. Kind of thing is hard to understand. Can't say I understand it myself. But surely you noticed she was feeling off. See, everything in Stonyford. That's true, but I really didn't notice anything. Or maybe if she did, she got her memory wiped like we have. Ooh, okay. Is there anything else? You must know more. Come on, you expect us to believe that? Okay, I don't want to be rude to poor Greta here, so these two options are kind of off the table, so we'll go with this top one. You maybe seen anything else? Someone treating her wrong, or maybe she was getting involved in something new? Something new? Not really. She's working with her father a lot recently. You know, I think he was considering retiring soon. She was hoping to take his place. As for someone treating her wrong, I highly doubt anyone could get away with that around here. You do have a point there. Jake, you treated her well. You're a very cute couple. It breaks my heart to see that you've had to go through all of this. Managing. That's all of us can do, hon. Anyway, I almost got. Here you go, Jake. You have a new punch card permission here. If you get a piece of pie or coffee, you get to punch a hole in your card. After you get 5, you earn a free coffee. Went ahead and put 3 punches on it. Nice. Great. You can have it. I barely ever come here, but you do all the time since your mum works here and all. We just had to eat enough pie this week to make it worth it. Before you go back to school. Thanks. Merry Christmas. Not like I'm going out gifts this year. Not really feeling the Christmas spirit. Yeah, gee, I wonder why. That's fair. Right, let's go get down to this. What's the plan, Gray? First things first, we gotta ask around town. Obviously, the police aren't bothering to ask us for motives, so it's up to us. Maybe we'll find out something that can help lead us in the right direction. But it wasn't a whole lot of help, but maybe someone else will be. Who are we gonna try to talk to? All of their closest friends are sitting right here at the table. And the other person who was super close to her was her dad. There's no way we're going to question there. Are we sure this is a good idea? I mean, Gray, you have a past tragedy with Leah. We don't want people looking at us funny. Past with Leah? What's that supposed to mean? Just mean what happened with her really messed with you, and for good reason. Just don't want to get carried away with all this. That's all I'm saying. Well, I'm not going to sit around and let Noel's memory fade away. I'm not going to find out what happened. Well, I'm going to find out what happened. Say we start with the coffee shop. She worked there, so her co-workers might have some insight we don't. Hey everybody. I just got here, and Berta told me you all stopped in. Didn't hear you leave the house, Gray. Hi, Mum. Yeah, we were just catching up on things. That's good. I'm sure there's lots to catch up on. There would be even more if I could remember more. School didn't stick well in my mind, I guess. I kinda wanted to tell my mum more about what I could remember at school. Well, how I couldn't remember school, but afraid she would react like Dad had, or how Jake did. Nobody was going to believe me unless I told them in a way that would scare them. Figured it would best to keep this all to myself. Burdening everyone with my craziness at the same time as Noel's death wasn't fair to everyone. And we definitely don't need to be locked up in a psych ward anyway. You're having trouble remembering? Never mind, it's not important. Just forget it. I'm sorry, but I really need to get to work. I'll see you tonight, Gray. Good to see you, Jake and Paige. That was kinda weird. She practically ran away. Well, you brought up that school forgetful stuff again. She probably got nauseated about the fact that she paid all that tuition and you already forgot. Got school? Am I missing something? I haven't told her about forgetting school yet. Mum, I mean. Or me? What's going on? Forget it, it's not a big deal. It is kind of a big deal. Gray's just being a dumbass as usual. What really matters is that I see Berta coming this way with my omelette. To Jake finished eating, we headed to Noel's workplace. Ooh, fresh donuts. Donuts. Stonyford Bridge, the place I spent half of my high school evenings in. Coffee shop was my life back then. We would all come here and hang out together whenever Noah was working. Long nights spent sitting by the windows, watching the snow fall outside. Early Saturday mornings where I would come here on my own and wait for Noel to come in at 8 AM. I watched her work through the doors and take off her scarf. She was bringing her magic inside with her. Okay, kinda creepy. I just didn't have the same magic now that she was gone. I got a new text message. Hold on a second, friends. And it's from Mum again. Sorry, I couldn't talk for long. Love you. Okay, thanks, Mum. Okay, so we know that she worked over here a lot, so surely someone here might know something. Maybe she had a falling out with a co-worker. I think she would have told me, but obviously I didn't know as much as I thought I did. Got a feeling that he almost mad that he didn't know about Noel's depression. Maybe that was why he didn't seem as sad as everyone else. Oh, hi. You are Harper, apparently. Welcome to Stonyford Bridge. Can I get you guys anything? Her face fell as she realized it was here to see her. Harper had been a year behind us in school, and never spoken with her much. Mum worked as a secretary to the mayor, and they had always had trouble making ends meet. She was a nice girl, though. How are you guys doing? It's been pretty slow in here today. Is everybody still mourning? I'm surprised to see you at work. Well, you know how it is. Gotta pay bills no matter what's happening. It's good to see you back home, Gray. Yeah. Hate to do this, but we're kinda curious about something. Is it about coffee? 'Cause I got you covered on that. Anything else, I'm not so sure. Actually, it's about Noel. Oh well, I don't know anything about it. Just heard the report on the news. Mum said the mayor is devastated, which is probably an understatement. We're all pretty broken up about it here. Just don't expect something like this to happen. You see her being depressed at all? Not really. You know, that stuff isn't always easy to see, though. Some people suffer in silence. You know, she was the type of person who wouldn't want anyone to worry, so maybe she just didn't want to tell us. Yeah, we're just trying to figure out what we missed. I couldn't tell you. Noel was the best worker we had. She was always so cheerful. Got all the hours. Ooh, here we go. More hours than anybody. Need the hours more than her. Bet you that made you mad. Yeah, let's go with the top one. Like, she was getting full-time. I thought you only had part-time here. Or was she just getting more hours than everyone? Well, they were going to make her manager. Only full-time position they had. Comes with a raise too. She was still thinking about it. Think they'll give it to you now? I don't know. I think it'll be a while before they make a decision like that. No disrespect to Noel, but I'm hoping they give it to me. Could really use the money. Did you enjoy working with her, Harper? Of course. Everyone did. It feels empty without her. She leave any of your things here? No, she just screwed a locker number down in the office one day, so used it to empty it out. Nothing in there, though. That's weird. Thought about keeping it, just because it was her handwriting, but not doing anything but reminding me of her. You should take it. Oh, okay, we got snapped a picture. Well, let's check our gallery then. Huh. Okay, cool, we got that now. Okay, anyway. So, you say everyone enjoyed working with her. Was there really no one that she didn't get along with? Not anyone that worked here. She would talk about things outside of work sometimes, but even then she was always so kind. If someone did something that hurt her feelings or made her upset, she was always careful to make sure you knew she didn't hate them. Like when you left for college. She was upset about that. Dude, duh, we all were. Said that you left without so much as a goodbye. Tried to talk to your parents about it, but she said that your mom was pretty rude. Like she didn't want to give her details of that. That's definitely weird. That doesn't sound like my mom at all. Maybe she was just upset. Honestly, your parents didn't really say anything about you leaving. Like they didn't want to talk about it. Probably just missed you, Gray. I wouldn't take it too seriously. Oh, I'm gonna take it fucking seriously, alright? There's something going on, and I don't like it. Why didn't you all just call me? Said your phone was out at first. She couldn't ever reach you. You all kind of thought you were avoiding her. That maybe you guys had a falling out. No, not that I can remember. Yeah, he just ignored all of us for a while. Well, I'm back now, okay? Can we please stop with the guilt trips? Look, I don't know anything more about it. Well, was kind of closed off when it came to you. Then after a month or so, it was like it all went away. Relationship with you, Jake, and her life, she was very happy. We were both very happy. It's okay, Jake. We'll get to the bottom of this. Got to get back to work. Did you guys want to order anything? No, we just thought we'd stop by. Thanks, Harper. Anytime. Yeah, there's definitely something going on. That didn't help a lot. Well, it helped a little bit. Well, I wouldn't say Harper is the brightest sport ever, or the nicest. I take everything she says with a grain of salt. You always seemed pretty nice to me. And I got another message, just give me a sec, guys. Probably from my mother. No, it's from Harper. Okay, interesting. Good to see you today, Gray. Let me know if I can help with anything else. Oh, that's kind of sweet. You didn't get any new... Nope, okay, just double checking. Heard her in there, talking about management position and everything. All being gone now is not a bad thing for her. I don't think Harper is capable of being that self-centered, or capable of being a murderer. Might make management now, sure, but that doesn't mean she is glad Noella's gone. I'm just saying. Have to be careful not to pin motives on everyone we talk to. Might be a little hard sometimes, but everyone is innocent until we find a reason to think they're not. Yeah, Paige does have a point. Oh, hello, Father. Good morning, kids. Hey, Dad, what are you doing here? Well, it's the middle of town. Good to see you, Mr. Jackson. Hey, Mr. Jackson, I was gonna call you today, I swear. I've just been really out of it. Call me Dad? For what? Oh, it's okay, I understand. Got time to come down to the station now? Oh, I was kind of... Really need your statement, Jake. Everyone else came down yesterday, but you're the only one who was that close to it and hasn't given us anything yet. I'm sorry, yeah, I can go. Why do you need him to go to the station? We're just covering bases, son. You have to make sure everyone's stories line up with what we figure happened. Jake's insight on this is very important to understand what was going on with Noelle. Sure. You're not gonna, try to do a Men in Black and raise everybody's memory and replace it with something else to make sure everybody's story lines up, yeah. Why would Jake have avoided going down there? I would have thought he would have gone down first thing. Come on, I'll give you a lift. Want me up in the paddy wagon and take me to jail, sir? Well, that was weird. Why? Why wouldn't Jake have gone to the police right away? Well, they ruled it a suicide first thing in the morning. Probably didn't think he needed to. Yeah, but they specifically said Dad tried to call him and he didn't call back. Didn't even mention it to us. Gray, remember what you said about 2 minutes ago about not trying to slap motives on people? It was Jake we're talking about, and his girlfriend just died. Of course he didn't want to go down to the station and get questioned first thing. You're right, my bad. Come on, let's just go ask around the store. Russell's Grocery and Mall was the only grocery store in town that you could really buy stuff. We sold mostly groceries and other small essentials, as well as some home and wellness stuff. Anything else we had to drive an hour away to get, so he kept it well stocked. Russell himself didn't come in often, but the store clerks were always very nice. Usually they were kids in or just getting out of high school. I worked here for 2 years, but quit after high school. Today an old classmate of ours, Tyler, was working. Trained him right before I quit. Oh, hello there. Whoa, great. What up, man? How you been? Pretty rough, considering. Oh yeah, sucks to hear about Noelle. She was a really nice girl. So it's sad to hear what happened. I didn't really know her that well. We didn't hang out too much. We're just kind of going around town asking people about her right now. Oh yeah? What are you trying to find out? Just general stuff. Trying to figure out what happened to make her do that. Oh man, I wish I could help. I just saw her when she came into the shop. I knew she came in on Sundays, and she was a vegetarian, but that's all I got. Well, she really loved those flowers we always get in here. Brought some every week. Oh, like to plant in the garden? No, like bouquets. Not sure who she was taking them to, though. Maybe she was using them to brighten up her place. No, she was taking them to her mum's grave, for a much more sad, depressing reason. Mrs. Anderson had died when we were all very young. It hadn't been a shock. She'd been sick for a very long time. Sad as that had been, it was still been easier for the town to deal with than a suicide like this. Mom had always been comfortable talking about her mother's death. She had visited her grave often and spoken of her memories fondly. I got a new message, just give me a sec. Probably my own mother? Oh no, it's Jake, okay. It's taking forever, so much paperwork. At least we know you're safe, at least. Tyler, do you remember anything unusual lately? Maybe she spoke with someone here and you caught the conversation? Anything, really. Well, most of the time she comes here with her dad. They talk about town stuff a lot, I guess, but not really anything too crazy that I can remember. Do you remember she ran into your mum over here last week and they talked about you coming home from school? Left here to go have lunch. That was last weekend. Mum didn't mention having lunch with Noelle last week. Wonder why. Really think she offed herself? Well, we think there's something more going on here. Great. Well, I'm just being honest. Tyler, we just think that there has to be a reason we're not seeing. Yeah, man, Stonyford is sketchy as hell. You ever feel like maybe something real dark is going on at the city hall? Oh, abso-fucking-lutely. I wouldn't go quite that far. I don't know, I just feel like there's no way a town could have no crime in it, ever. There are bad people everywhere, even though close-knit town like this. Who knows, maybe there is something funny going on now. See, Paige? I knew he'd be on the same track as us. Still think we should keep this on the down low a little more. Fair enough. Gotta say, I did hear one thing. Heard that the teachers at the school are discouraging kids from leaving for college. Wonder why that would be. What? That's crazy. Yeah, giving them employment incentives to make them stay after graduation. Everyone here is so wrapped up in keeping this town going that they don't want anyone to leave. Like I did. Employment after school does not equal discouraging kids from college. Honestly, listen to yourself. No, I'm going with Tyler. That is weird, considering things. No, I think Tyler's onto something. We've talked about how sketchy this town is. I already know Noelle was trying to bring Stonyford out of seclusion. They really are trying to keep everybody here, then maybe her doing that upset somebody. This is starting to sound serious. It sounded ridiculous. We grew up here. Did they discourage anyone from college when we went to school? No. Then again, we still all stayed here anyway. Not all of us. Look, Gray left. And see how that turned out. I wouldn't use me as an example. Why not? You did leave. You left all of us. You know what? I'm going home. This whole thing is stupid. Okay, well, we're definitely continuing because something is fucking going on. Oops, I didn't mean to upset her. No, you're good, Tyler. She's just a bit on edge after the whole Noelle situation. She's alright. She's mad at me, not you. Before you leave here, take these. Okay, thanks. I mean, I don't know that you want them, but since you're talking to everybody, maybe someone else will. Sitting outside when we're almost out the other day, because I knew Noelle would come to buy one. Okay, hold on. What is it that he gave me? Oh, the flowers. Oh, that's cute. But thank you. She wouldn't come and get them now, though, so I want someone she cared about to have them. No. Good thinking, Thomas. Yeah, Tyler. Are you sure this is okay? Trust me, it's fine. I wasn't close to her or really even much of a friend, but it still makes me sad to look at them. I put them back with the others, but I don't know if I could sell them to someone else. Okay, thanks. Hope if there is something funny going on, that you guys find it. Noelle deserves that. Thanks for everything, Tyler. See you later. As I passed through town, I took a moment to appreciate how beautiful Stonyford was. I did love this town. The past few days I had been so wrapped up in corruption that I'd forgotten to really appreciate my hometown. All this talk of corruption was hopefully untrue, because I would hate to see my town as anything but wonderful. People here were all so kind and friendly. Everyone cared for one another. When something like this happened, we all banded together to care for each other. I always felt bad for even questioning Stonyford's people and wondering if someone was capable of murder. Great, is that you? Oh, hi. Hey honey, what are you doing out here by yourself? Where did Jake and Paige go? Oh, hi Mum, I was just looking for you. Jake had to go to the station for a statement, and Paige went home. I'm on my break. Thought I'd run to the bookstore and pick up a magazine. Want to come? Sure. Okay, maybe we can ask her some questions about all the sorts of stuff now. Saying this was a bookstore wasn't quite right, but that's what everyone called it. It had started out as a public library, but since Stonyford was so small, the man who ran it decided to operate a store instead as well. The bookstore had always been one of Noelle's favourite places. She loved to read and she always in here looking for something new. I'd come here with her so many times I'd lost count. I wasn't much of a reader myself. Funny that I was the one to go off to college, but she stayed here. She shouldn't have gone to college. She would have gone out of here and really made into something of herself. This lecture is looking a little slim today. Oh, hi. This is Scott. We're getting a new shipment in tomorrow, so it kind of slows things down a bit. I'd agree, long time no see. You just got back the other night. Scott was the owner of the bookstore. was a nice guy like everyone else around here. I'll have to come back then, thanks. I could get some new gardening magazines if you want to flip through them. Got some great winter planting tips. Thanks. Let me know if you guys need anything. Stood there for a minute while Mum leafed through some magazines. I wanted to bring up Noel, but I was a little nervous. So, what have you been up to today? Oh, we just went around town. Haven't seen anybody in forever, so it was nice to see familiar faces. That's good. You should invite Paige and Jacob for dinner one day this week. I don't know if they are for that right now, though. Yeah, I guess not. Hey, Mum, can I ask you something? Yeah, of course, sweetie. When I was in the grocery store earlier, Tally said you had lunch with Noelle last week. Said you guys were talking about me. Well, we met at the store, and she was asking questions. Like what? Like what school you were at, and what your classes were, your grades, and when you were coming home. Felt like I was getting drilled. We were on our way to have lunch, and she suddenly got all serious and acted like I was lying to her. So we parted ways, and that was the last time I saw her until the Christmas fest. All my friends said I just disappeared off to school without telling anyone. Honey, I don't know. Did you? Well, I was kind of having trouble remembering. I said that this morning. Everything okay? Not really. Can't seem to remember anything. Told myself I wouldn't tell you and Dad because I didn't want to bother you, but maybe I should. Everything from the past few months is just gone. Oh, honey, don't worry about it. We'll come back to you. Just trolling from everything that's happening. Yeah, never mind. Knew she wouldn't understand. Well, I better get back to work. Love you, sweetie. Okay, bye. Knew she wouldn't believe me. What I hadn't expected was how much it would hurt for her to dismiss it like that. Going through this all by myself. No one was listening when I told them about my memories. It started to make me feel even worse. I felt crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. Locked me in a rubber room. Sorry. I had a sudden desperate wish to talk to Noelle about this. Like she was my safe space, a lighthouse in the storm. Only she wasn't here anymore. Safe space was gone. Maybe Paige or Jake should be my go-to. Was I even that close to Noelle before? Yeah, she was so special to me. How could I have even had these strong feelings and not completely understand where they were coming from? Why was my mind sabotaging itself? So frustrating. Gray, are you okay? Snapped back to reality to find myself staring blankly off into space. You look like you were about to faint. Do you need to sit down? No, I'm fine. Is everything alright? I mean, as alright as it can be? Just tired and frustrated. Well, how about a book? Kind of my solution to everything. Don't think a book can help me right now, I'm sorry. We have a self-help section. I mean, that sounds bad, but got some really helpful stuff in there. Might be good to give one a look through. Don't know, maybe another day. Scott looked uncomfortable. He hadn't a clue what to say to me, and how could he? Maybe he's trying to give me like a hint to go, hey, check out this section, because there might be something important. So, how was school? That's not much that bad, huh? I'm glad to be home, I guess. Could be better circumstances. Exactly. Did Noelle come in recently? She was always one of my most loyal customers. I mean, sure, I get people in here to get the paper or a magazine, but she brought a new book every 3 days. Obviously, you can just check one out, which she did often. But she would buy some too. I was one well-read girl. Yeah, what kind of books did she get? Oh, everything. She used to read fantasy, but then lately she's been reading information stuff. So she was catching on to something else was going on around here. Information on what? Shoot, going through everything from mechanic work to opening your own business to law books. Sometimes she would ask for something so off the wall I'd have to order it in special. She always was the ambitious kid. I guess she was, yeah. Started knowing that she was struggling like that. Wish I had known. Maybe I could have. No, I couldn't have helped. Would have tried though. I know the feeling. Imagine leaving for months and coming back to that. Felt like I should have been here for her. She was the right person though. She wouldn't have let us play White Knight. Guess that's why nobody knows why she didn't. She was keeping it all to herself. I'm gonna candle a vigil on Wednesday night for her. Oh? Yeah, it's gonna be in the town centre. Yeah, I have flyers. Okay, let's have a look at this flyer. To remember her light, may she rest in peace. Candlelight vigil for Noel. That's kind of sweet. Thanks, I will definitely be there. Pretty sure everyone in town will be. Can't think of anybody who didn't care about Noel. That's true. See you then. Bye, Gray. Felt a little underwhelmed by what I discovered today. Not that everyone hadn't given us a little more insight than what we had before, but I didn't feel any closer to understanding what had happened to Noel. Maybe I should have left this up to the police. I sat down on a bench and watched as the lights blinked and people walked past. Felt miserable. Who was texting me? It was Jake again. I only just got home, yo, what the fuck? Did I ask you? Same stuff you did, it's just covering bases. They're sure it was a suicide. Think they're hiding something? You know how weird a town isn't that sketchy. They knew something, they'd say it. I hope so. What are you doing now? Going home, I need sleep. Yeah, I think we should call it a day too then. Okay, meet you in the morning at your place? Alright, see ya. Now Jake wanted to call it a suicide too. At least that's how it felt. Why did he originally not want to talk to the police? Maybe I was just grasping for anything at this point, but he did just seem to be acting completely normal. Or unless somebody else has taken his phone and is pretending to be him. What now? Okay, now is Paige talking to me. Hey. Yeah, what do you want? Hey, you still mad? Wanna come over? Oh, what's this about, Paige? Sure, be there in a few. Guess I should go. Okay, I was half expecting it to give me a choice there. Yeah, Slink is off. Hey, thanks for having me over. Sorry about earlier. Not like you did anything. Got us upset, it's my fault. Not really, I left for school without telling you guys. You have every right to be upset with me. I just wasn't like you. I know, I don't really know why I did it. Now it's over and I can't take it back, so all I can do is say I'm sorry, and I really am. Okay, apology accepted. Here for Jake yet? Nice subject change. Yeah, you said the police went through the same obvious questions. Said that they definitely ruling it a suicide, but I don't know. I feel like Jake is acting funny. Pretty sure that's just your imagination running wild. Next thing you'll be saying it was Berta. God, I hope it's not. Just give me a sec, I got another message. From my mother. Pizza in the fridge for dinner. Dad's gonna be late again. Hell yeah, pizza. I'm not counting anyone out. You're silly. Anyway, are we gonna keep pushing with this? I feel like we got nowhere today. Yeah, I kinda feel the same way too. I want to keep going, but honestly, if we don't come up with anything tomorrow, I might just give up. I won't call it giving up so much as accepting it. Well, I'm not ready to accept it yet. One thing I did find out from today is that not a single person we talked to said she seemed sad. Sorry, but I don't think it's possible to be depressed to that extent. Literally no one around you can tell. I'm not saying she didn't kill herself, but maybe something happened that caused it. Something devastating. Something so bad that life just wasn't worth it anymore. The only thing that was different that day from any other day was the Christmas fest and you coming home. The worst part is I'm starting to feel like it has something to do with me. No, I don't think so. But what if it did? What if I found out I did something to make her do that? And then me coming back resurfaced all those memories and feelings. Face looked upset, but didn't say anything. You couldn't know if I was right or wrong. If I stopped going now, I would never have to find out if it was my fault. On the other hand, though, I would never know for sure that it wasn't. I couldn't live with that. Didn't think I could. Well, let's run through what we found today. Who all did we talk to? Okay, well, we did talk to Harper, Tyler, Scott, Jake, Berta, and Mum. So it's pretty much all of these. So I guess we'll go through these. Okay, let's start from the top. Well, I talked to my mum. No way she did it. Obviously, but my dad is a cop, and if anything bad happens around town, he knows. Which means, as his wife, she probably knows. I think she might know more than she's letting on. I know that she has super uncomfortable every time I've talked to her about it. Seems really on edge. She knows something more than just a plain old suicide happened. How do we question your mom? Think we can't. I had to find out some other way. If she catches on to us, then we'll help Dad. But if Dad finds out, the cops will put a stop to it. How about the whole Stonyford crop thing? Do you think she knows anything about that? She might. Well, if it comes to that, I don't really trust any of the other people here. I know I sound like a conspiracy theorist, but I really do wonder if Stonyford is actually covering bad things up. You do sound like a conspiracy theorist. Oh well. Okay, well, let's go on to Berta then. I mean, technically we did talk to Berta. And we know she knows everything that's happening in this town. As we know, she knows everything that's happening. Yeah, wait for that. We can click on to the next thing, thank you. Okay. But she also knows the best. She's also the best secret keeper, like Jake said. Or you know, she could know something very serious. I just don't think we're gonna get anything out of her. True. Okay, what about Harper? If it was Harper, there's no denying she had motive, even minor motive. I hate to be accusing people of murder. I think it's taking this too far. Known Harper forever, might not be close to her, but she's always seemed so nice. Yeah, but she and her mum have been struggling for a long, long time. That can do stuff to a person. She seemed genuinely upset about Noel's death. Remember, she gave you that locker combo just because she was too sad to look at Noel's handwriting. All too guilty, I guess. She also said that Noel was really upset about me leaving for college, that she questioned my mum about it. But what does that have to do with this? I don't know really, but I have this deep down feeling that things are somehow connected. Okay, there was also Tyler. Tyler was helpful, but a little quick to hop on the conspiracy train. I think he was just trying to help, but he was definitely a little carried away. I don't want to discount him completely, though. Yeah, doing this for a reason. That's because we're afraid that Stonyford isn't giving this the time it deserves. Just had to ask ourselves why they're doing that. Mostly because Noel's death completely looked like a suicide. Seems like a waste of resources to look into something that is so obvious. I don't agree. Well, we're allowed to disagree. Fine. Okay, there's also Scott. I talked to Scott from the bookstore. Did he say anything worth mentioning? Well, he did say that she had been buying a lot of information, how to type books, like learning how to work on cars and stuff about laws. Car thing was because a car broke down, so that makes sense. Not quite sure why she was interested in learning about laws. Guess if she was going to become mayor one day. Maybe. Maybe she was trying to find out if whatever Stonyford is up to is against the law. It's starting to sound like Tyler. Okay, and last but not least, Jake. Alright. I know you say this, it's just me letting my imagination run wild, but what is it this time? I think Jake is acting super weird. Well, he was in love with her. It's not surprising that he might act a little off. That's just it. He almost acts as if he's not that upset about it. Looks like he's already over it. I think that's just Jake's coping mechanism. He always is the jokester type. But this is more than that. He's so collected. Yeah, almost as if he expected something like this to happen. So why wouldn't he talk to the police first thing? Wouldn't he want them to know immediately that he didn't think she could have committed suicide? I mean, that's true, but exactly, it's weird. What if they made some kind of weird falling out? Something explosive. Maybe they broke up. Not saying he did anything, but maybe it was so bad that she, well, you know. I feel like he was suspecting Jacob of acting funny is messed up. We're his best friends. You have to trust that he is just dealing with this the only way he knows how. I feel like he would have told us if they'd broken up. I mean, if I broke up with someone and the next day they showed up dead, I would definitely feel really nervous about going to the police. I'd be afraid they would blame me. I don't know if Jake thinks through his actions that deeply. Maybe not. I know, this is too much. I don't want to talk about Jake anymore. Okay, well, not that we got nothing done today, it's just I don't really feel any closer to solving this thing. Maybe we just need to start thinking about the possibility that there's just nothing to solve. I know. Great. Maybe you should stop focusing on what's behind you so much and... Sorry, I can't do that. Oh. I didn't mean to snap. I just don't want to forget about what happened to her if something was behind it. When I left without a word, she questioned my mum and tried to get to the bottom of it. Act like she was the only one concerned. It's not what I meant. Well, that's what it sounded like. They all were worried about you, especially me. Everyone else wanted to dismiss it. They all said that you wanted to get away, that you didn't care about us anymore. You know how much that hurt? Paige, I said I was sorry. I just want you to understand. I do understand. I do. I messed up. I can't tell you why I did it. To be honest with you, I can't even remember it. What are you talking about? You keep mentioning forgetting stuff, and you haven't explained it to me yet. I have some memory loss about school. My dad says it's because of the trauma. I don't know. Maybe they're right, but regardless, I want you to know that I'm sorry I hurt you. Just tell me you still care about all of us. Not about only Noelle. Oh, of course you gave me a choice here. This is too much. Noelle's more important right now. Or of course I do. I mean, of course I do. Of course, Paige. Why would I not care about you guys? I did a bad thing, I know. I care about everyone in this town, and my decisions when I left for school have nothing to do with that. You and Jake mean the world to me, and I hope that you know that. You mean the world to us too. To me. I mean, in a best friend kind of way, of course. That sounded super weird. Sorry, let's just change the subject. Anyway, I'm kinda tired. I think I'm gonna head home for the night. Yeah, that sounds good. I need some sleep. See you tomorrow. We're gonna meet up at Jake's. Okay, see you then. Okay, well that was an interesting day.